Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we got a new round of love at the lockup. I'm so happy to have something different now. We've been doing, it's gonna feel like a breath of fresh air. It's doing one of these. What about you? Because we feel like we've been doing the same all, like, you know.
Yeah.
Just drama, sad, just everything, just. Hey, now we get to laugh
well,
at
this
some.
Could be drama too.
Well, it's gonna be funny though. Make sure you check out the links in the description box
down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you gotta do it. Check out down below. Also, if you enjoy today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
Today's video, I forgot to introduce the title. Delusional sugar daddy tells his girlfriend to ditch
her family. Boy,
you just not reading it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Boy, please.
All right, let's check it out, y'all. Let's see what it's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
How's it going? Give me a kiss.
Well, you know, what? Well, you know, it's going.
A few moments later.
I think you need to go and do it then.
I'm going to.
How old is she? How old is
She doesn't one time say she wanted to be with me. All she did was talk about her kids.
Over the years, we've seen relationships crash and burn in a matter of weeks, sometimes in a matter of days, but Stan, the man here, pulled it off in just a mere few hours. This relationship is an absolute mess. I've never seen people argue so much so quickly. The way that these two start arguing immediately, you'd think that they've been trapped in a toxic relationship for decades. You'd have no idea that this is actually one of the only times they've met in person, and it's the first time they're seeing each other in years. It comes as no surprise that this was a disaster, considering that Stan met Lisa on a sugar daddy website and the relationship is entirely transactional. I know I've said this many times, but this is without a doubt one of the worst couples I've ever seen on a show like this.
Back in the day, dating was simple. You just meet somebody and go in to get a milkshake or something. Those days are long gone.
Yeah, because you keep trying to get girls who are old enough to be your granddaughter.
Child, talking about back in the day, you just go get a milkshake or something.
Yeah, those women dead and gone.
How old are you?
They dead and gone.
That's not funny, but for real though.
But it's the truth.
Grandpa.
Great grandpa.
Back in the day, you used to be able to just get a soda pop at a drive-in, but now you have to go on a sugar daddy website and date a convicted felon. There's no other option. That's it. Those are the only two options. Times have really changed.
Remember when you can get a can of soda for 10 cents, and you can go and get a bag of chips for a nickel, and if you got 5 pennies, you get 5 Laffy Taffy. They ain't the times no more, my boy. Like,
oh, sorry.
No, you good. I remember, bro. Like, I was in my head. I keep going back to
you know something sad.
My auntie, my auntie house where she used to stay at back in the day. It was this dude that stayed behind her. So we used to walk around the street back to the back, and we used to go over to his crib and I had a quarter and get a drink. Be like, can we get a drink? Because he had a drink machine on his porch. He's like, yeah, you got a quarter? Go in and get all the drinks we want.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, the good old times when you kids just go. You can walk up to an old stranger. It's an old man. I ain't know if he was a perv or not. We weren't thinking like that.
Asking for some pennies?
No, we had a quarter. He was can we get a drink?
Oh, you still talking about the man?
Door,
Oh, okay.
We didn't know it was a perv or not. He had a drink machine and he kept it filled. And then all the neighborhood kids just go pop the quarter in. And get you a drink.
That's what's up.
Think we doing something.
You know, Stan, there's quite a lot of in-between there. You don't have to date somebody who only wants you for your money just because the internet exists. He's acting like just because times have changed, now he has to have a weird relationship with an inmate who's 20 years younger than him. Like, oh, I guess this is what I gotta do to find love. You know, that's the way things are nowadays. Or maybe you're just out of your mind. Like, that's also a possibility you haven't considered.
Oh, yeah. Got another one here for you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Healthy.
She's very healthy. Not hurt all the time. All these gals I've dated, their knee hurts, their back hurts, their arm hurts.
Healthy.
Is that a normal reaction if you're showing a
Bobby
picture of you
turned
and your
back.
girlfriend to your friends? They're like, oh, wow, she's healthy.
Healthy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know they're only
funny.
saying that because they know she was in prison and she's done drugs before, so they're probably just surprised. I love Stan's maniacal little rant about not wanting to date people in his age group. It's so funny because he seems like someone
He
who
got
doesn't
some
want to
money,
be
too.
bothered with things. Like he wants someone to be
got a good old
independent,
toupee.
and yet his girlfriend is going to get out of jail and be completely reliant on him.
Hey, what are you doing, sweetheart? We gotta get some clothes and get you makeup.
About to put a dent in your pocket, right?
You're gonna put a big dent in my pocket, baby.
My gut feeling and my real major concern is that
Yeah,
she
I'm
may
like-
be using him as a sugar daddy.
Oh no, that's exactly what's happening. Like that's quite
I know,
literally what's
maybe.
happening. That's how he met her. This is not one of those situations
And
where
he's
we're like,
okay
oh, I
with it.
wonder if she's using him for his money. We have to keep an eye out. That's exactly what's happening. It's out in the open. It's not up for debate here. This doesn't require any detective work. There's no digging needed. You heard what just happened. I love how this guy Stan is just another version of Gino. Like that genre of person, they must be everywhere.
Good. I think this is the end of my search. I probably spent about $5,000 on Lisa.
Cool.
I don't care what they think if she's using me for money. That's their opinion, that's their thoughts, and who cares? I love her.
It's so funny how he's saying they can have their opinion. It doesn't really matter. Isn't that your opinion too? Like, don't you agree that she's using you for your money? That's how you guys met in the first place. To be honest, I don't really understand what the hell their relationship is or what the timeline looks like. According to him, they only met in person a couple times, and then one day he woke up and she just didn't respond to him anymore. And he found out she was in prison. It's truly a love story for the ages. It sure beats getting a soda pop and a milkshake at the drive-in. To be honest, this just sounds like they hooked up a few times and now they're forcing a relationship out of this weird sugar daddy situation. Anyway, in this next scene, they're on the phone and she's talking about how she got into a fight and got some of her hair torn out, so she had to shave her head. I guess Stan tries to comfort her and make her feel better, but his choice of words is hilarious.
I just feel awful with the way I look right now, and I'm not sure if you're gonna find me attractive.
I will be attracted to you, honey, even if you look like a boy, because I like the way you are,
Ugh.
your personality.
Why did he say it like that? Why did he have to do
Hold on, then he said a boy. He didn't say a man. He said you look like a boy. So you like little boys too?
Okay, I ain't gonna put that on the old man.
He said it, not me. He said he still like it if she was a little boy. I'm going off what he said. Hey, if y'all live in his neighborhood, man, please protect your kids. Please protect your kids. What about you? What you got to say?
I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't
that?
gonna
She
put
never
that
even
on.
said anything about
He
looking like
said
a
it.
boy. She just said she had to shave her head.
Even if you looked like a boy.
So listen,
It's
Stan,
what
I
I
had to
said.
cut my hair really short because I got into a fight and some of my hair got pulled out, so you may not find me that attractive right now. Well, that's okay though, because even though you look like a dude, that's cool with me because it's your personality and it's what's on the inside that matters. On the inside of the dude that you now look like. But yeah, the last thing I want is for you to feel self-conscious about the fact that your hair makes you look like a boy.
I need all the help I can get. So Lisa coming. And, not bad.
Not bad. Still got it, he says, as he looks like he just had a vision of his own death in the future. You still got it, Stan, he says, as he stood in the mirror, paralyzed with fear. Anyway, now Stan is going to look at wigs for Lisa, and he just continues to talk about the fact that he thinks she looks like a boy.
She's saying she looks like a boy because of her hair. She's maintained her figure because she says that she's working out 2 hours a day.
So far, the only thing Stan has talked about when it comes to Lisa is her appearance. So according to Stan, we've learned so far that she's healthy, she's not old, she currently looks like a boy, and she's maintained her figure. I think it goes without saying that this guy is, pretty much completely out of his mind. As you will see, he doesn't really want Lisa as an individual person. He doesn't want everything that comes with her. He just wants an idealized version of who she is that he's built up in his mind. As soon as she starts talking about her family, he's like, wait a minute, you never told me you had other people in your life. Why didn't you tell me you had a family? Nobody who has a family.
I'm picking her up Saturday. And then here's another one.
Okay, so she had blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know how long it is now?
Well, she says she looks like a boy.
All right, we get it.
So
Give it a rest.
I like what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Why does he have to say that to the wig specialist? Like, why don't you just say that she has short hair right now, or she had to shave her head? Is it because he wants her to look like a boy? I don't know. This is like the 5th time he's mentioned it.
So are you gonna be the sugar daddy or the boyfriend,
both.
Stan? Which? Oh, okay, both. All right.
So while Stan is busy in La La Land fantasizing about being with Lisa and spoiling her life is the complete opposite. She is nearing the end of a 10-year sentence, and she clearly has a lot more to deal with than Stan is aware of, which I feel like anybody with common sense would know that someone needs time to adjust after being in prison for 10 years. Stan doesn't really want to deal with her problems at all, or even hear about her problems. He just wants to buy her things. So anyway, now she calls Stan to inform him that her brother just got arrested and the bail is $30,000.
Hey, baby.
He gonna be in there.
My brother went and got a new charge. He was eluding and fleeing from the police, and I guess he went on a high-speed chase, so.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my God.
The bond is $30,000. I don't know whether to chalk it up to the game and let him do his time or kind of help.
So yeah, that right there just told us quite a lot. She called Stan and she's like, oh no, my brother got arrested and there's a $30,000 bail. I don't know if I should help him or not. She is not in any position to help him financially, so I find it interesting that she phrases it in a way where she's trying to decide if she should help him when in reality she's asking Stan for the money. So basically she called Stan to tell Stan that she's trying to decide if she wants to use Stan's money to bail her brother out. But hey, you know, at least her leg doesn't hurt. This sounds like a total nightmare, but she hasn't complained about her shoulder, has she?
Her back hurts, her arm.
You think we can help him, babe? Please, Stan.
I don't know what to tell you on that, baby doll. It's, if you bail him out, it's just gonna let him do it again.
Stan, you just don't get it. He'll be so grateful that he'll never commit another crime ever again.
baby,
That's
he
how
gonna
these
be
things
up in
work.
there.
Hate to agree with Stan here, but if her brother figures out that there's some millionaire Gino
Facts.
archetype clone guy who's ready to just dish out thousands of dollars whenever you get into a high-speed chase, I don't think he's gonna learn his lesson. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he ramped up the high-speed chases. I mean, at this point, Stan seems like some goofy side character in GTA who just loans you a ton of money.
I think he needs to stay in because he's not learned from the other times.
I come from where I came from, so I know all about. You know how many times I've been to prison? 7. And it took me 7 times to get it right.
She says it's taken 7 times for her to get it right.
Girl.
Yeah, I know what she went to prison for, a scam.
I was about to say, I was about to say, look, con.
It took her 7 years to get it right, because now I got my, yeah. She a con artist.
I show what she is.
But she's still in prison as she's saying that, so how does she know she's gotten it right if she's still in... Alright, you know what? I'm not going to ask these questions. Look, of course, depending on the crime, I believe in forgiveness. I think people can change. But I think that's an absolutely ridiculous thing to say to someone when you're asking them to bail out your brother. What kind of argument is that? Stan is like, well, he's just going to do it again. And she's like, yeah, well, that's the point. He may need to do it 7 more times. You may need to bail him out more before he learns his lesson. Shouldn't she be trying to convince him that this isn't going to happen again? Not that it's part of the process for it to happen 7 times?
I would prefer she doesn't associate with anyone in her family. They've got some problems.
Now I get why he said that about the family.
Because it may
Your life can be better with me, and if you can get your shit together. But if you still stay, now y'all calling me for money, you're going to be constantly in and out of jail. I'm trying to put you in a better situation.
But at the end of the day, she got kids though, so that's kind of.
But I ain't talking about the kids part. I'm talking about like
I'm saying
her
it's probably
actual
hard
family.
to not associate with your family. Associate yourself with your family.
No,
because
people
you may
do it
need
every
help
day,
with
B.
your kids.
People do it every day, B.
You may need help with your kids. is
If
what
he
I'm
gonna
saying.
be if he gonna be there for you,
Well, we gotta see. He probably don't even want her to have. Like, I gotta see.
so you gotta see that part.
I gotta see.
I'm talking about just what he said. It might be true. Your family might be just the worst.
Bad
thing
influence.
Yeah, you been in jail 7 times. Your brother living that life. Now I got how many times your mama and daddy been in jail? Because obviously it seems like a repeated cycle. So if you raise your kids up in that environment, they ass gonna be in jail too eventually one day. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, it's only money. Easy come, easy go.
No, actually, Lisa, it's not just
it's
money
not.
at the end of the day. It's the crime that your brother committed
Con
in order
artist.
to require the
Con
money for the
artist.
bail. I know she's been around this kind of
And he
thing
gonna
her
bail
entire
jump and you
life, so
gonna get your
she's
money
very
back.
desensitized to it. But it's pretty astonishing to think this is just about money when your brother got into a high-speed chase. Like, maybe don't do that. It's not your responsibility to use your boyfriend's money to bail your adult brother out of prison when he makes a huge mistake, like getting into a high-speed chase. So anyway, the next day, Stan is walking around with a bunch of mannequin heads, and he invites his friend over to get his opinion on all the wigs he bought for Lisa. She ends up calling him again, and she's talking about her brother, and she sounds super stressed out and just all over the place. And it becomes very obvious that she is in no position whatsoever to be in a relationship.
Some fullness to it. Got a little bang.
Because they're pretty mad at him. I mean, they threw out 10 spikes that get him to pull over.
No kidding. Wow. I think
So she's talking about something really serious. She's like, they had to throw down 10 spikes to stop my brother, and now he's hallucinating in a cell by himself. And Stan is just kind of like, all right, when can we talk about the wigs? Because I have 3 different ones here, and I wanted to get your opinion on them. These 2 are on completely different wavelengths. There is no way this is ever going to work out. Stan just wants to be a sugar daddy and live a quiet little peaceful life. And Lisa is like, can you give me $30,000 to bail out my brother because he keeps driving 230 miles per hour down the highway? Also, can you buy me a car because I kind of want to drive 230 miles per hour down the highway?
So anyway, you starting to get excited about getting out of there?
Yeah, of course. Who doesn't want to leave prison? But I mean, I've done this 7 times.
Oh, that's promising. That makes me feel so much better. Yeah, of course I can't wait to leave, but I've done this 7 times, so kind of experienced. I know what I'm doing here. You know what though? So far, I at least have to give her credit for her honesty with this guy. I mean, she's straight up telling him it's
She get out, I think this... She get out... I don't know.
Hold on, you in jail, bitch. What you worried about the fuck your brother doing?
Your brother.
Yeah, I said your brother. I was
Yeah.
finna say that, but your brother. Your brother, how you gonna help him from behind the wall?
That's what I said. That's what we've been saying. How you go talking about?
I was thinking she had already.
No. If she was at, I feel like she would. No.
She's still
locked up.
She still would do this.
No, I'm saying we would already seen her by now. But she locked up though. She's still locked up. She get out soon.
Fuck, bro. Go get. I ain't gonna lie. It might be a to even try to talk to a female that even niggas. Stop. You cannot find love behind those prison walls. You cannot though.
A new love.
Just that's what I'm saying. I said you can't find love. Yeah. I'm not saying you can't be with somebody that you already with, and they have to go do a short stint period of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know the circumstance, so I can't speak on that. Yeah. But you're not gonna find love with the motherfucker that's behind bars, man or woman.
Okay.
Trust and believe. I know plenty of people who thought they can find love behind walls.
Yeah.
And trust me, they ass ended up going to jail because they were doing some dirty ass shit or some other stuff. Trust me, I seen it. When it come down to the prison industry, I ain't work at the prison, but shit, everybody used to work, be under one household, all worked at the prison. I understand, ain't that right? I'm just trying to see something.
Nosy.
Ain't that right?
I don't know, but yeah, from what you done told me,
My
what
mom,
I done seen.
my sister, my cousins,
not who I don't work.
my stepdad. I'm just saying on the,
Yeah.
Everybody. They told me as soon as I graduated, you want to go? Hell no. What the fuck I look like going to work at the prison? Y'all can't make it working down there.
Very likely she's going to go back. How can you hear that from someone and think that everything's going to be fine? She's literally telling you right now it's going to happen again.
Up there, I don't really know which name to go by.
What do you mean?
Remember, I'm married to 2 guys, so
Eventually.
She said I'm married.
I'm married to 2 guys, so
Eventually we got.
I'm with this friend. Like, bro, what are we doing? This a real friend right here, cause he like, ain't no way you being this dumb.
She said I'm married to 2 guys. How are you married to 2 guys? Can't do that in America. It's against the law. So now she conning you and conning 2 other motherfuckers. Bro, move on with your life, bro.
Get back to your maiden name.
Oh yeah, she's married to 2 different guys apparently, or something like that. I don't really know what's going on because she doesn't know what's going on. In America, obviously, you can't be married to 2 people at once, so I think she just doesn't know how divorced she is with one of her marriages. She's not sure, you know, the percentage divorced. It's so stressful just watching this. Like, you can't juggle a relationship and a divorce and trying to bail out your brother and dealing with the fact that you're on parole. Stan keeps saying he feels like he can give her the love that she deserves, which is, you know, the classic I can fix her attitude. But I don't think he understands that trying to rush her into all of this is probably just going to make things worse.
Did I hear correctly? Did she say she's married to 2 people now?
Well, she's not sure.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
You're not sure.
But she thinks they got divorced, but she's not positive.
She thinks she got, how you say, divorce? Is that how you pronounce it?
Divorce?
Okay, so is there a single good thing about any of this? Like one redeeming quality about either of them? Their relationship is like a giant shit snowball rolling down a mountain. Right when you think it's about to slow down or stop, there's a slight breeze and then another avalanche. You know how hurricanes are categorized? I feel like this is a category 5 relationship. Some of the relationships we've seen, they looked bad, but you could kind of brave the storm, you know? But not this one. This is a case where you know it's going to get really dangerous, so you're better off just evacuating.
She wedding material, bud?
I would say so.
Oh my God.
Drawn toward her.
Bro, does he have any kids?
Don't sound like it.
Does he have anybody besides a couple of his friends? Because even if you got a kid,
And I know you may be lonely and stuff like that, but my goodness, go find you a little.
it ain't even loneliness. It's desperation, bro.
Go find you a little Miss Betty. Go down to the bingo and.
They ain't moving like.
You can find somebody that's around your age that's still active
more
and
up his speed. He try to drive an old classic while they still try to cop something new. He like, this classic, this thing been through some things. I need you to hop in. Hell no, I want something fresh out the lot. Y'all, it's a conflict of interest already. She interested in your money. You interested in some booty. I'm talking about, you know, money. But they don't want you for you, man. And on some real spell, who would want you for you?
I'm Miss Betty.
Now, if you really looking for something, I know somebody who would.
Who?
I got somebody for
Who
him.
you got?
She'll give him some time.
Who?
As long as he cut the check.
Who?
But she pregnant right now. Hold on. Now, if you want somebody, she'll give you all this. She'll give you some attention. She'll go give you all the attention. And she ain't gonna stop doing what she doing. She'll give him some little play. She'll. And she got that little Southern Belle accent you want to hear.
I'm dumb, bro.
Am I lying?
I thought you out here recruiting.
Hey, if you looking, she dark skinned. I don't know if you want somebody white. I don't know if you like chocolate or just wants to stick with the white chocolate.
Just the white, just white chocolate.
Not white chocolate.
I guess it could be white chocolate. I guess it could be considered. But a white person
ain't got no chocolate.
Person.
I don't know if you want chocolate or you want
vanilla.
or you want marshmallow. It's still some sugar. You know what I'm saying? Sweet, fluffy.
Child, anyway, let's move on.
Or you want some dark or some. She ain't dark chocolate. She what?
I don't know.
I'd say she more milk chocolate.
She chocolate. It don't matter.
Didn't hear her say, I love you. I don't care what we do as long as I'm with you. Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing you. I just want to spend. I didn't hear any of that.
You know, she feels pretty strong about me.
Yeah, his friend has a really good point. She never says anything about her feelings towards Stan. Every time she calls, she is just frantic and stressed out, and it doesn't even sound like she's really looking forward to leaving that much. Stan keeps calling himself a sugar daddy, so I'm not sure what he's really expecting here. He says they're in love, but we never hear any of that from her. We only hear his side of things, so we really don't know how she feels about him at all.
Dash is seeing red flags, but I'm not seeing any. I don't think his concerns are valid, but everybody's entitled to their own opinions.
It's actually astonishing he says there are no red flags, because I think every single sentence out of
Boy,
both
ain't
of their
number
mouths
red
is a red
flags.
flag. So anyway, the big day is here, and now Stan is ready to go pick up Lisa from prison. He's expecting everything to be magically perfect from here on out, because once you're out of prison, everything's beautiful and fine. There's never anything else that could possibly go wrong. So Stan goes to the prison, and he's like wandering around in the parking lot celebrating that he's about to scootily poop. He's doing the little scootily poop shuffle. And then like 10 minutes go by, and he's all worried now that she's not going to be released. Like, he thought she was going to be released at 8 o'clock, and oh no, now it's 8:10, now it's 8:15, she's never going to get out. As if things like this are ever on time.
I don't know what's holding her up. She should have been out of there 15 minutes ago. Cutting into my time now.
You tell him, Stan.
Oh, he got problems.
They'd have the nerve to call me if they weren't going to release it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's at the top of their list of priorities, to call
he got
Stan and
issues.
let him know that his sugar baby isn't going to be let out on time. Dude, you're not picking up your daughter from a school field trip. I don't think they're going to update you on what's going on. Does he think that that's how jail works? Like, there's a prison guard inside that's saying, oh shit, she's not going to be out on time. We got to call her fiance/sugar daddy and let him know.
Hey, Lisa, baby doll.
Oh, I forgot she had to cut her hair off.
Boy, I thought she looked like a man.
She coming out.
I'm just saying, you got kid.
I mean, you go get some. Yeah, because I want to know what she'll lock that up. She probably do this on a regular.
He gonna come. Oh, you do look like a little boy.
Like, just like I like.
Oh shit! How she? No, she got to fighting with somebody or
She
something.
said, "Where were you at?" She said she got to fight and her hair got pulled out. She had
I know,
to
but
shave
I'm
it
saying
off.
it got more than pulled out.
What's your antennas?
I was trying to say it got more than pulled out though.
Hey, Lisa, baby doll. What are you doing with that big old box?
Oh, you know.
Even if you look like souvenirs?
Yeah, that's right. You look good.
So in my opinion, she doesn't really seem that happy to see him. She's kind of just like, oh hey, how's it going, Stan? What's up? It could just be her personality, like she says at one point, but it also just seems like
I'll
they're
tell you
not in
one
love.
thing.
And then she...
If you're gonna be a sugar daddy, you better be a sugar daddy to some fine child. Cause ain't no way.
To some fine shit, huh?
To some okay. I'm trying not to cuss, but yeah.
But
Cause ain't.
nah, that was her hairstyle while she was in jail, bro. She was in there running things. She had her girlfriend in there. See, that's
She hit her baby.
That's
baby.
that.
Hey, I'm 10 years. If I'm locked up for 10 years, please believe I'm having me one. She showed
She was eating cootie cat and she was getting hers.
I'm getting mine. Okay.
You gonna be the man or the woman?
I could be both.
You can't be both.
I
Can't be both. You gotta.
Let me see. I'll probably be.
I'll be somebody.
I'm trying to think. It's just so much work just keeping somebody in line. I'd rather just let me see.
You rather somebody keep you in
I
your
don't want
place.
somebody to keep me in line. I'm just trying to see which one would be less exhausting. But I don't know.
But that's what it was. She was in there, having her a good time, bro. And she been fishing you them old ass photos. Mm-hmm. Cause that's not. She doesn't look like anything like that woman.
No.
She says that every other time she's been released from prison, she had a death wish and just wanted to go right back. And now the only difference for her is Stan. So that's not exactly a good sign.
Being with Stan. I mean, that's what's different for me this time.
Oh, what was the? Okay.
And so that's not exactly a good sign.
Being with
Possession of a controlled
substance.
substance.
Okay.
35 grams or less of marijuana. Guilty sentence to 7 years. Possession of a controlled substance. Damn, how many controlled?
I would see these the same.
I gotta see that.
Back,
I gotta see
now
what
the
that
only
first
difference
one
for
is.
her is Stan. So
Gotta
that's
get
not
quick.
exactly a good sign.
being with
See, too slow.
It was another possession of controlled substance.
I seen something else on there. Let it go.
Stan. I mean, that's what's different for me this time.
I was shoplifting.
We already said that.
I feel like Stan.
Oh, selling.
Distribute,
He's kind of like my spiritual soulmate. He might be 65, but in spirit, he's not.
Okay, he's
kind of
65.
perfect. He's adorable.
Yeah, the problem is usually when things are perfect, they don't fall apart in just a few hours. You're gonna rely on Stan, of all people, to help keep you out of trouble. Imagine doing 10 years in prison and then immediately you have to go to Stan's house and live there. I suspect most people would just go straight back. So Lisa gets in the car and Stan wastes no time digging around the back seat for all of the wigs that he bought her. He's like touching her head and telling her which one he likes best, and she seems like she just wants to leave.
Oh, no. I wouldn't wear that.
Bro, 9 times out of 10, she just want to go home and take a good shower without being in jail. That's what a lot of them first in it, and they want to change the clothes into some streetwear, you know, and get a proper meal, even if it got to be fast food.
You wouldn't wear that for
No. I figured you might like the stud look.
me? No. I prefer that long hair.
But, you know, they kind of liked it in there. You know that?
Well,
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think she said she had multiple relationships while she was in prison.
We
I'm not
know.
sure if Stan knows about that or how much he cares, but later on there's a point where Lisa is texting one of her friends from prison and she's encouraging Lisa to use Stan for his money, essentially.
One time I went over to his house and he proceeded to take me down in the basement where he's got this little room set up. And I mean, so yeah, when I walked in, this is what I found. A straight jacket hanging from the rafters.
Oh jeez. So yeah, here's the thing. That straitjacket is actually for Stan. I guess that's something. You know what? We don't have to talk about that. But I think what happens is she takes her anger out on Stan. Like he just acts annoying all day and pisses her off, and then she kicks him in the head and ties him up. That's what their relationship is. That's actually their relationship at its best. Like that's when it's working. So things are going well. Lisa puts on one of the wigs, but then she gets a phone call from her son, and you can tell.
We did do that body cam where that dude had that. Yeah, I ain't put that one out yet.
Stan is very bothered by this.
Oh, you're upset right now. You're crying, so you gotta tell me why. You're not alone. I'm not going anywhere, so I know that I was gone for a long time.
Stan is losing his patience over here. He's like, really? She's gonna call her son? Is it gonna be all day with this? She hasn't seen him in 10 years and she has to call him right now? I just brought a bunch of wigs for her and danced around the parking lot and now she's pretending like I don't even exist. She has 2 other sons. Let me guess, is she gonna call them too? Does she have to talk to them suddenly? You know, Stan, you don't have to date someone who has all of these problems. It sounds like you didn't even have patience for someone whose leg hurts.
you're just getting into the best part of your life now if you just can break away from all those problems.
What do you mean by break away? I don't know
Solve
what you
them,
mean.
cure them, and get rid of them.
Okay, well, you're totally clueless.
Solve them, cure them, and get rid of them. That's nice. It's very clear that Stan sees all of this as something she shouldn't be bothered by, even though it's her son who she wasn't around for, so she wants to right all of her wrongs. It sounds like he would be happy if she just completely ditched her family and didn't talk to them ever again. I understand that some of her family is a bad influence on her, but you can't tell someone not to see their children. That's ridiculous. And also, she's only been out for a few hours, and he's already upset that she's spending just a couple minutes to call her son.
When you walk out of here, it's not all, peaches and cream and everything's just great.
If you had no kids and no relatives, it would be great.
Look, now he's all serious. He's gone into serious Stan mode. He's not messing around anymore. Look, I know her family dynamic is probably going to be more stressful than the average person, but how can you tell someone it would be better if they didn't even have any relatives? It's like he expects her to just say, yeah, you're right, Stan. Let me just block all of my relatives, including my kids, completely out of my life so I can go wear wigs with you and go to some creepy scoodly poop dungeon in your basement. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this video, and the shit hasn't even hit the fan yet. The next one is going to be a non-stop disaster. They get into an argument, and then I think Stan kicks her out 2 separate times and tells her that she doesn't know how to raise a family. He says that to her like she's unaware that she's been in prison for 10 years and was unable to raise her children. Anyway, if you want to see things get even worse, then come by next time. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and I'll see you later.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Stan come off a little controlling, don't he?
just like you.
Huh?
You're like, well, I catch it straight.
Always. What's new? What's new?
Don't even start. Don't start. Hey, man, y'all spell more stuff in the comments.
Please do.
Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go over the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are?
Kid and C.
Yeah.
Peace.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar.